complaints that I get from people is around breakfast time, that they don't have time to eat what they think is a healthy breakfast because they assume that it takes a lot of time. So one of the reasons that I want to add in a couple of recipes like this is because they're super easy and they're super quick. So 3 main ingredients, that's it. Yogurt. Now, normally when I say yogurt, you might think dairy because there aren't really that many alternatives. However, there's this amazing product which is coconut yogurt. Dairy in itself isn't bad. There's lots of people out there that it is bad because they're lactose intolerant, which means that they simply can't process it without it having some toxic effect on the system. Raw, unpasteurized dairy is good, and organic dairy is also okay. But for the sake of the detoxes that we're encouraging on this program, it's probably best to stay away from dairy as much as you possibly can, particularly on the 7-day detox that we're doing. However, what you can have is, surprise, surprise, coconuts. You can get this in quite a few places now, maybe not, some of the mainstream supermarkets, but certainly the health food stores. And it's pretty tasty in my opinion. If you're thinking, oh, coconut, it does taste of coconut, but it's not ridiculously overpowering. So we'll just take a cup of the coconut yogurt, super easy. By the way, if you don't have a spatula in the kitchen, I would highly recommend it. It's just one of those things that I use all the time, almost as a replacement as a wooden spoon, because I hate food wastage. So with this, you can pretty much get every scrap out. Now, to save time, you can, normally I'd put something in a mixing bowl, but you may as well put it in the bowl that you're going to use. So you've got the coconut yogurt, then banana, half a banana. What ideally I'd prefer to see is make sure that the banana's really ripe. So I'd like to see quite a few black spots on here. All that means is that it's now more sugary than it is starchy. And we don't want too much starch because in health terms, that's actually not as good as if it's a kind of riper fruit. So chop it up, put it in here. Then just want to get your fork and just mash the banana. You can maybe make this even quicker and you can chop the banana, whatever it is. If you want that kind of mushy feel, a bit like the kind of like baby food, then this is the way to go, which I quite like. Mush it in. So you mush that and then add a little bit of vanilla. Like I said before, vanilla's great to use anything that's sort of the sort of sweeter variety, and then you just want to add in that kind of nourishing sense of sweetness without any extra sugar. The coconut yogurt itself does actually have a bit of xylitol, so you shouldn't really need anything extra on top of that. So whiz it up and then you're done. I mean, that took me, a couple of minutes, maybe less if I'd actually stopped talking about various things. And that's just a really good, very quick, easy, healthy breakfast.